What's up guys, Mickle here, and in this video, I want to talk about a game-changing development that we just learned about the other day that I think is going to be absolutely critical for mass adoption of XRP and the XRP ledger. In this video, I want to break down what we just learned and how it's going to impact the price of XRP over the next couple years, because guys, this might be one of the most important things I have seen in a very long time. I want to talk about exactly how it's going to be such a game-changing product for Ripple in the next couple years. This is something I don't think anyone is paying enough attention to. Towards the end of the video, I also want to talk about the brand new bull market. Guys, I have been on this channel one of the few people calling out the fact that we are not going into a bear market. We are in a brand new bull market. At the end of this video, I want to show you even more proof that right now is the time to be bullish and not bearish. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video to see that. This is extremely important. Like always, your support means so much to this channel. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's really going to help me out so much. Also, if you ever need a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange, Uphold, down in the description of this video. Guys, the Uphold 50,000 XRP giveaway is almost over. You do not want to miss out on that. Sign up with Uphold now using the link in the description of this video. With that said, though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So let's jump right into the video and talk about what just happened the other day that is getting me extremely excited about the future of Ripple and XRP. And this is something I've been talking about on this channel for a while now, and something that I have said the XRP ledger really needs, and that is a premium stablecoin. Now, it's not just me who has been saying this. David Schwartz has also echoed these thoughts, but we just got some news the other day that I think is extremely exciting in this department. We just found out that Circle is going to be working with SBI. Now, for those of you who don't know, Circle is the issuer of the USDC stablecoin. The stablecoin, I believe, is likely going to be the most important public stablecoin in the entire world. Now, the other entity that Circle is working with, SBI, just so happens to be one of the biggest shareholders in Ripple, the company. So right here, we are seeing a very interesting Ripple and Circle connection. Now, so far, Circle has not issued the USDC stablecoin on the XRP ledger, and a lot of people have wondered why it hasn't done that. I'm going to talk about that a little later in the video, but just to point out this real quick, it looks like Circle and Ripple have a pretty interesting connection going on right here. Now, the other connection that I think we need to point out is the fact that the CEO of Circle, Jeremy Allaire, and the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, have stated multiple times that they want their two companies to work together. In my opinion, Ripple and Circle are the two most important companies in the cryptocurrency industry. And I think it's really important that they start working together, despite the fact that we really haven't seen any serious partnership between them so far. So if right now we see that Circle and SBI, right? SBI being a large shareholder of Ripple, working together to create some kind of crypto service for their banking customers, and we know that Ripple and Circle have said before in the past, hey, we want to start working together in a bigger way, why haven't we seen the USDC stablecoin issued on the XRP ledger? It seems like the perfect place to issue the USDC stablecoin. The XRP ledger is fast and efficient, you can have tokenized assets, and the USDC stablecoin is on things like XLM and Algorand, so why not the XRP ledger? Well, the real reason the USDC coin has not been put on the XRP ledger is because there are no clawbacks for issued assets on the XRP ledger. So what does that mean? Right now, if Circle was to issue the USDC stablecoin on the XRP ledger and someone was to take that stablecoin and fund terrorism, Circle, the company, wouldn't be able to pull that money back. So if regulators came knocking on Circle's door and say, hey, why did you allow this transaction? On the XRP ledger, they would say, oh, we couldn't stop it and we can't get you the money back. That is simply not acceptable in today's financial system, and is not acceptable for any institution who wants to use the XRP ledger. If Bank of America wants to create Bank of America coin on the XRP ledger, they need clawbacks. Imagine if your bank account got hacked, all the money got moved out, and Bank of America said, oh, sorry, we can't get your money back because we can't claw back. Clawbacks are absolutely necessary for these entities to build their business on the XRP ledger, and it just so happens that that amendment is being voted on right now. So I have a feeling what is going on behind the scenes, based on all the clues we just talked about, is that big institutions like Circle, Bank of America, and other big banks that we have seen Ripple working with over the years, over the past couple months, and even in real time. Just today, we learned that Saudi Arabia and a massive bank in India are looking to use Ripple to open new corridors. All these institutions are likely telling Ripple, hey, we need clawbacks on the XRP ledger to operate our business in the way we want to operate it. And that's why Ripple is pushing forth this amendment. Now, I'm going to get into exactly why this is so exciting for XRP, but I needed to show you the background first for exactly what is going on here. Essentially, Ripple is putting forth an amendment to make it so these large institutions can issue their own assets on the XRP ledger. This is extremely exciting to me and where this market needs to be headed. We need to make these blockchains so that financial institutions can use them in the way they want to use them. If regulators are demanding clawbacks, if regulators are demanding that these institutions have control over the assets they issue on these cryptocurrency networks, then Ripple needs to make sure the XRP ledger can provide that service. So overall, I think we are going to see USDC on the XRP ledger once we have the clawback amendment put in place. And I think we're going to see a lot of other institutions doing that alongside Circle as well. Now, this is really exciting to me for one big reason. In my opinion, the future we're headed into is where every single large institution, bank, and corporation all have their own stablecoin. Now, in this example I have listed on the screen right here, we just have Bank A, Bank B, Bank C, Bank D. It doesn't really matter. Bank F could be Amazon, Bank E could be Apple, Bank C could be the Bank of China, Bank B could be the United States government, but pretty much any financial institution who has any kind of internal asset could create an account and issue an asset on the XRP ledger. Now, they might not even be issued only on the XRP ledger. They might be issued on centralized databases on the back end as well. But the important point to note is all these institutions, right, are incentivized to actually have an issued asset on the XRP ledger. Now, why are they incentivized to do that? Well, we know right now that all these different banks have a very hard time interoperating. And the reason they have such a hard time interoperating is because to go from one system to another, well, every system is built differently. So if Bank A wants to interoperate with Bank B, right, all the engineers from Bank A have to get together with all the engineers from Bank B and essentially create a way to connect their payment system. Now, if Bank A and Bank B are in the same jurisdiction, maybe that's not such a big deal. But say Bank A is in the United States and Bank F is in China. Well, suddenly those two teams interacting to create a system that interoperates with one another is a massive ordeal. And this effect keeps on compounding because Bank A likely works with hundreds of thousands of institutions who all have different rules, who all have different policies, and who all have different operating systems. So if every single one of these banks and institutions want to interact with each other, they have two choices. One, they can create connection points to every other institution out there. That means employing their software engineers to create specialized solutions for each one of these institutions. That takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of resources, and requires a massive amount of engineers to make that happen. It also requires you working with a bunch of different people in government and different policy advisors to figure out what regulations need to be in place to actually create that connection. So it's a massive intertwined mess. But once you are hooked up to the XRP ledger, you have everyone on the same standard. You have everyone on the same level playing field. And all you had to do was issue an asset on the XRP ledger, and instantly you were connected to every other institution through XRP as the neutral liquidity. And XRP remains trustless and decentralized. There's no clawback on XRP because it's not an issued asset. It's a native asset for the network. So Bank A has Bank A coin, right? They convert that to XRP, and Bank B gets Bank B coin. And Bank C sends their Bank C coin issued on the XRP ledger through XRP and to Bank D. And if they need to claw back their own individual asset, they can do that, but XRP remains a neutral liquidity in the middle of all of this. In my opinion, this is where this entire system is headed. Different banks issuing their own assets on the XRP ledger, and XRP acting as the neutral liquidity between all of it. This is the vision, in my opinion, of where the XRP ledger needs to go. But a critical step is to get clawbacks passed so that people like Circle and people like these different banks working with Ripple can have control over their assets. Overall, I was super excited to see that Circle is now working with SBI because in my opinion, this is just a clear indication that this idea of these different institutions issuing their assets has been right all along. I want to finish this video off and just quickly talk about the bull market because I really do feel like I have been one of the few people who have been bullish for a very long time. There have been so many bears out there over the past couple months, but what we have seen is cryptocurrencies and the equity markets continue to grind higher. And one of the narratives that I just wanted to dispel now, because I constantly see it going around, is that the equity market is only being led by 7 stocks. Essentially, people are saying 7 stocks are controlling the market, and that's the reason we are in a bull market, but most stocks are still underperforming, and eventually that these top 7 stocks will crash back down. I just wanted to show you this. It's a list of different stocks who just hit 52-week highs, and what we can see is that there are way more than 7 stocks taking off right now. In fact, most stocks, especially those who are not affected by retail spending, are actually doing extremely well right now. What I am seeing is that the whole narrative around high interest rates causing a recession never materialized, and the best companies in the entire world happen to actually work through this period without many hiccups or speed bumps. This is absolutely critical to the crypto market taking back off. We need big money to realize that the worst is behind us, and in fact, there are very strong companies who have pushed through this hard time and still were able to run functional businesses. The more we have stocks hitting 52-week highs, the more we have asset managers convinced that the worst is behind us, the more they are going to look to put money back in the cryptocurrency market, and that is exactly what we have seen. It started off with Nvidia and Facebook and the top 7 stocks taking back off. Then it was a lot of the smaller ones and the laggers, and suddenly, out of nowhere, we see Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies turn to lift off their lows. The more confidence we can get back into this market, the more confidence there will be in the cryptocurrency market. And right now, it looks like to me that the bulls are fully in control. Stocks do not hit 52-week highs in a bear market, they hit 52-week highs in a bull market, and the more this list continues to grow and grow, the more we are going to have asset managers saying, I'm ready for more risk, it's time to get back involved in the cryptocurrency market in a big way. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, it really does mean so much, and for now, Mickle out.